Hey guys, this is Daryl at Big Bang Toys, Comics, and Games. We're talking comics!
And this is Aaron.
I was letting him do his intro here in a second.
No intro needed.
Alright, Aaron, we've got Christmas music hanging in the background. What's Santa bringing you this year? What do you really think he's going to bring in? Not do you want, what do you think he's bringing you? Is it going to be a lump of coal?
I hear the Ramones playing in the background. Anyway.
Maybe so.
He's certainly not going to bring me Moon Knight. Maybe they'll bring me Injustice, though.
Maybe Moon Knight Volume 1 will come your way.
Justice Volume 1 for now.
Okay, maybe not. But anyway, we're here to talk comics.
Comics.
Watch this commercial that should be there. Maybe you'll see this video, and we'll be back and talk comics.
Maybe you won't.
Yeah, you may not. It just depends on the workload.
Is Snake Mountain ready to take on He-Man? Anytime!
Snake Mountain, Battle Armor, He-Man, and Skeletor each sold separately. You put the mountain together. Batteries not included.
Is your serpent ready to strike? Yes! Come, He-Man. Come to Snake Mountain. If you dare!
Snake Mountain with Echo Microphone, new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
Alright, we're back. We're talking DC Comics, Aaron's favorite company. Here we go. What's awesome? What's cool this week? First up, I'm just going to name Batman 37 Endgame Continues, which, by the way, takes over a lot of books in the month of March.
Did you see that last scene with the,
La 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 la.
He didn't see that last scene. Well, if you guys saw that last scene, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You gotta get this issue. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is it the face? Is it Bruce Wayne's face? Okay. All we know is the Joker's back. It's in my immediate stack to read, but due to the holidays and a lot of work and...
If there's anything you're missing out on, it's Batman.
Batman's a good book. Read the book. Also, speaking of Batman, we got Batman and Robin 37. It's Batman versus Darkseid.
Darkseid, one of my favorite villains.
It's the return of Robin, which is going to be Robin Rises Alpha coming out later this month. But anyway, it's the return of Robin. Batman throws down with Darkseid.
So what do you think? Damian's back?
I believe Damian will be back, unless DC's totally thrown the wool over us.
Damian is coming back.
Let's hope it's not some obscure character. I'm just glad it's not Harper Row.
What about Carrie Kelly? Would you have been upset about that?
Yes, I would have.
Okay.
You can't just throw a new character and say, "Oh, here's a new Robin." Oh, by the way, they're prone to die as well. I mean, you just can't. You can't do that, right?
True, that's a good point.
So you just can't do that. So anyway, Batman Robin number 37, Peter Tomasi, awesome book. You need to be reading.
Awesome writer.
Yes. So we got Batman Superman number 17. Aaron, tell us about it.
Greg Pak and is doing.
Tell him, Hawk.
Who is Superman's Joker?
That's a good question. I saw that. Who is his Joker?
I don't know, but whoever it is messing with Superman really bad.
And we'll obviously know
and it can't be Lex.
It's not Lex Luthor.
Nope.
Could it be the Ultra Humanite?
That would be kind of cool if it turned out to be that, but you got to read it to find out. And Greg Pak has been on a roll with that and Action Comics, so I would say those are two can't miss. But of course, this week it's Batman and Superman. You can't miss it.
Cool. You need to read that book. Also, Green Lantern New Guardians number 37, which continues Godhead, which we've talked enough about. Justice League number 37, the Amazovirus.
Amazovirus. For one, Jason Fabok's doing the art, and I'm a big fan of Jason Fabok. It's been great. At this point, you were kind of like Luthor has accidentally unleashed this Amazovirus on everybody, and it's wreaking havoc.
Yes, and then coming up later, I think in March, it's going to be the Darkseid War, isn't it? Looks pretty awesome.
Darkseid's my favorite villain, Jack Kirby, man.
Well, they haven't fought Darkseid in a long time. Of course, Batman's throwing down with him. But anyway, Justice League is a great book, and it's written by the great and awesome, the savior of the DC Universe, Jeff Johns. He should just write every book. Just run the company, Jeff. If you'd like Jeff Johns to run DC Comics and get rid of Dan Didio and Jim Lee, no offense, guys, but you're doing a terrible job.
Don't listen to this.
And I know Jeff
hater.
Jeff Johns is in the room. He's the third guy in the room in charge of DC.
Nobody's gonna listen to you. You just slammed Paul Levitz. You're a disgrace to
I
comic
didn't
book
slam
readers.
Paul Levitz.
You did.
Okay, DC's canceling a lot of titles. Let's go over the list. In March, if I can even pull it up. I don't even think I can. Alright, in March, we've got Aquaman and the Others, Infinity Man, The Forever People, Clarion, Secret Origins, Star Spangled War Stories featuring G.I. Zombie. Yeah, great writing team, but you can kick that one to the curb. Trinity of Sins, terrible. You need more of the Question.
More of the Question. I'll agree with you.
World's Finest is canceled. Arkham Manor is canceled. Batwoman is canceled. Green Lantern Corps is canceled. Green Lantern New Guardians, Red Lanterns, and Swamp Thing. Now, before you pass out and go, "Oh my gosh, they're canceling my favorite DC titles,"
They'll be back.
They'll probably be back, but no one knows who, what, how, what number it'll be. But they're going to be gone for at least 2 months due to the storyline called Convergence.
Infinity Man's a shame. World's Finest is a shame because Paul Levitz writes it, and Paul Levitz is the man. I don't care what this guy says.
You ever heard of the Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling? That's it. That's what needs to happen to some of these books. Man, NWO started in Japan.
I know.
All right.
Anyway,
We got into wrestling.
let's move on to Marvel.
The Bullet Club.
Or did we cover everything in DC there is to say? You had a few you wanted to talk about. Go with it.
Well, okay.
Let's hear Daryl talk about DC.
I like DC, but anyway, I just want to give people a heads up. They are canceling some books, but they may restart 2 months later. Just go ahead and break the news to you now. It's Christmas. I don't want to ruin your Christmas, but that's reality.
You ruined my Christmas.
Not if you read Moon Knight Volume 1.
No.
One book I'm looking forward to this week is Multiversity, Thunderworld #1. Shazam Family, Grant Morrison. I'm pretty stoked about this book. This is a must-read this week.
Oh, of course it is. It's Grant Morrison. And I would support anything Grant Morrison does. But, the Marvel family...
If he killed someone, would you support that?
Probably, because they can always come back. He killed Damien.
I meant literally.
Oh, if he killed someone
If Grant Morrison does it, I support it.
I don't think Grant Morrison could kill somebody literally, honestly. He's just one of those kind of guys, like, I don't think he has it in
He's
him.
all quiet and Scottish.
He's very Scottish.
Scottish.
It's hard to understand what he says
He
sometimes.
likes Superman, and he eats the sandwiches.
Listen to what he says on YouTube about Aquaman being cool and riding a seahorse. I can't repeat it because it's a family show.
Aquaman's awesome.
Aquaman is awesome.
If you like Aquaman, must reads Justice by Alex Ross.
That is very good.
It's a must read.
And the Jeff Johns run of Aquaman, even the Jeff Parker run of Aquaman. Aquaman is really good. Aquawoman.
All right. Well, anyway, lastly from DC/Vertigo, Sandman Overture #4 by Neil Gaiman. All I'm gonna say is finally.
Yeah, it takes a while to get this out, but it's worth the wait. Because all right, Neil Gaiman. Enough said. But just to make it a little better, J.H. Williams III, and me personally, J.H. Williams III, if I had to choose one artist right now, that's the guy. He takes
good.
it to a whole new level. His
good.
paneling choices are genius.
He is good. He is good. Well, that's DC Comics. We're going to move on to independent comics real quick. We're going to scroll on down. One book I'm a sucker for holiday specials. Last week we had the Harley Quinn special from DC Comics. This week, Dynamite Entertainment has the Flash Gordon holiday special. Read that book. Check it out. Django Zorro #2. The Django Unchained sequel continues in this miniseries. It's officially approved and co-written by Quentin Tarantino.
It was apparently leaked recently that was originally going to be a movie, and that's why they decided to do it this way as a comic, which I'm cool with.
Hey man, do the comic then make the movie.
Exactly.
Alright, there's some Image stuff coming out. A certain title that you're a fan of, written by Scott Snyder, issue #3 comes out. Which is #3.
I can't say enough about how cool of a take on Witches this story is. You wouldn't expect it this way. And Scott Snyder's a genius. You got Scott Snyder and Jacques teaming up. The Black Mirror, if you guys haven't read that one.
Batman.
Great story.
Good read.
Can't say enough good stuff about it. You should read Witches.
You've also got Wicked and Divine, which a lot of people here in the store are fans of. Rumble #1 by John Arcudi. I might know him from a few titles from DC and Vertigo back in the day. Particularly one of my favorites, Major Bummer.
Major Bummer.
The slackest superhero there ever was. It was a great book. Doug Monka, you know the artist.
Yeah.
He did the art. Man, I love that series. It's too bad it didn't last. It's actually been reprinted by Dark Horse.
I would love to check that out.
So yeah, worth checking out. Also, Little Depressed Boy #3. Just ask Jesse Bean when you come in the store. Little Heart Records is in there. Just ask. He said, "Hey Jesse, tell me about Little Depressed Boy." He'll tell you.
Depressed Boy.
Anyway, a couple books you definitely Intersect and Drifter #2 come out. 2 independents you definitely want to look at. And there's 2 $1 books that come out this week, and it's Image first. They release these first issues, books you should read for $1.
$1. How can you pass that up?
One of them is Cowl by Kyle Higgins,
Which is really good. I've read it, and it's an awesome story.
Yeah, tell us about the story. I don't think a lot of people know about it.
It's kind of like you have this group of superheroes, and this kind of works within the government. There's conspiracy stuff, which is a lot of books coming out today have a lot of conspiracy stuff.
They do.
It's kind of Watchmen-ish in a way, but it's kind of not.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe when I kind of breezed through a book one day.
It's been a little while. I've read like 1, 2, and 3, I think. Josh had them, so they're really good. I would probably pick up more, but just never have enough money to buy comics.
Fade Out #1.
Ed Brubaker, Winter Soldier. He sold me.
Fade Out is a murder mystery set back in the early days of, Americanized Hollywood. It's like in the 40s and 50s, right?
Yeah. It's a noir story.
Back when it was Hollywood Land.
Yep. And if you're into the noir thing, then this is perfect. And anybody that's a fan of Ed Brubaker just knows this.
Can you spell noir?
N-O-I-R.
Good job, just for those people out there that haven't won spelling bees.
And, you know, surely you've read enough Marvel that you've seen Spider-Man noir, Daredevil noir, Wolverine noir.
Crime noir. It's a genre, right?
Sin City's noir.
Yes, it is. So anyway, if you like that stuff, read Fade Out #1. It's $1. Get the book.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers,
Robots in disguise.
Attack the Autobot Commander!
Call in a Decepticon leader.
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
The Transformers from Hasbro.
Also, from Marvel, we're going to jump into Marvel real quickly. We're going to try to knock this out in 2 minutes or less. Start the clock. All right, Axis, number 8. Avengers and X-Men Axis, number 8.
You should be buying Axis if
All I
you're a
know
Marvel fan.
is Apocalypse. Apocalypse is back. He's getting ready to. He's basically going to kill anybody that's not a mutant anyway. Just check it out. I'm wondering where it's going to go. I still think Original Sin was better, but I'm like, where's this story going to go? Because things are getting worse. And
I like it when they get worse, though, because it means there's something for us to look forward to.
it's all building to Secret Wars, in my opinion. So you need to be this. You're getting in on the ground floor. Also, the Avengers and New Avengers books and Avengers World tap into that as well, because time runs out.
Time is running out.
In like
Clock
5
is
months,
ticking.
it runs out, and it's going to be Secret Wars time. Also, all new Captain America number 2, Falcon's Adventures continue as Cap. If you read number 1, you see all kinds of villains that are just ready. Falcon walks through a door, boom! You got all kinds of villains ready to pounce on the new Cap. Read it.
Pounce.
Actually, Rick Remender. Isn't that Alpha Male Money Brown? Ooh, who remembers him? Marcus Corvon. ECW. We're just throwing all kinds of wrestling references.
TNA.
I got 30 seconds!
Go.
Death of Wolverine Weapon X number 4. You need to know what's going on with Wolverine and the team. The weekly book Wolverine's coming out. This building up to it. Deathlock number 3.
Sounds like an interesting story to me.
It is.
Charles Soule's a great writer, too.
Deathlock number 3. This book. This is the make or break issue for me. What do you guys think about it? What are we saying about Charles Soule?
He's a great writer.
I had to catch my breath.
He's that good of a writer.
Was all that? You didn't see me leave the screen for a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of faded out.
I was there.
It was too much. It's the Marvel overtakes Daryl.
Man, it just gets me all excited. Anyway, Deathlock number 3, Death of Wolverine Weapon X, written by Charles Soule. You need to read it. It's good. Deathlock number 3, it's make or break issue for me. I hope it is. It probably is for other people. Nathan Evanson's got a good track room with Black Widow and Punisher.
Man,
So,
the Punisher was awesome.
I have hopes for this book, but it's got to hook me here. Fantastic Four number 14, The End is Forever is on the horizon. You know, word on the street, there may be a death. I don't know if there is, but this is going to be the end of the Fantastic Four book. Leading up to it's going to be over in 2015, and we're not going to see them for a while. Probably until after that bad movie comes out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, give us our rights back.
If I were Marvel, like, this movie stinks. We're taking Fantastic Four off the map for a while because we want people to not associate our great product with that crappy movie.
And who can blame him? I'm not even a huge Fantastic Four
Haven't even
fan,
seen the
and
movie.
I support this.
I haven't even seen the movie, but it already looks like it stinks. Now, if I watch it and I say it's great, then you guys can tell me I was wrong.
It stinks.
But speaking of which, we're going to move on to Moon Knight number 10. Moon Knight, his psychiatrist. Oh, don't be leaving now. It's just getting good.
Sorry.
Moon Knight psychiatrist is actually a villain. It's like a head trippy type of storyline. It sounds like something Grant Morrison might be into, or Warren Ellis.
Quit trying to get me
Which
to
is
read this
why he
book.
should read it. It's written by Brian Wood. Brian Wood, he and Warren Ellis are handed. They're like these guys are mates, man. They're friends. Anyway, Moon Knight number 10. Read it. He's taking on a psychiatrist. Why has he got a psychiatrist? You got to read Volume 1, man.
He needs a psychiatrist.
You got to read Volume 1. Spider-Woman number 2 and Scarlet Spiders number 2 continue the Spider-Verse storyline. Excellente.
I would like to read Spider-Woman, honestly. I've always liked that character.
It was a great read. I actually kind of liked the character, especially when dealing with Silk. I mean, her character kind of came out in Avengers Assemble with what little I read of it, but it was cool.
I should borrow it from him.
Maybe you should. It's a good book. Scarlet Spiders #2. The Spider clones team up to take on the Inheritors. Read the book. Miles Morales, Ultimate Spider-Man #8. Peter Parker lives! But he and Mary Jane go right off into the sunset, and Miles Morales continues as the Ultimate Spider-Man. But wait! He finds out his girlfriend and his family are Hydra. And he just revealed to his girlfriend who he is. Stupid move! Guys, don't reveal your heroic identity to your girlfriends and vice versa. You're gonna break up with them. It's bound to happen.
You always gotta have your secret identity.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a secret, or else it's not a secret identity.
You only tell your spouse secrets. That's if there's anything anybody's ever learned. Even that may not be safe, but you still tell them your secrets.
I mean, let's look at what happened with Spider-Man and Mary Jane, man. It wasn't always easy on the two. Or Clark and Lois.
It wasn't, but they always made it work.
They did always make it
That's
work.
back when they were married. That's my one issue with Marvel. The One More Day storyline.
Did they come back and fix things? You know, never.
Well, they basically finally revealed what had happened. It basically said they were together, but they were never married. But yeah, whatever. That's my one beef with Marvel. But hey, with Secret Wars, you get a storyline where you see Mary Jane and Spider-Man married and with a young daughter. The one that they want people to forget about. See, even Marvel does that too. DC isn't the only one.
No, they both do it, and it's annoying when they both do it.
Alright. Lastly, Guardians of the... We're getting off track.
Daryl, at least.
What? Well, I'm just sorry. New 52 sucks. I mean, the bulk of it stinks. That's why all these books are getting canceled. Well, some of them. Some of them are really good books, but some books just get hit the bricks. Like Trinity of Sin. Just give us a question book, man.
Daryl's opinion, my opinion is, if you like it, read it.
Pretty much.
Who cares about continuity? It's not real anymore.
Wait, it is real.
No.
Well, if it's not real, then the last issue of Multiversity is on our Earth.
Well, I don't know. Multiversity is real. Everything else is fake.
Okay, anyway, last book, Guardians of the Galaxy #22. Guardians of the Galaxy are on planet Venom, a planet full of symbiotes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, all I know, that's a pretty awesome storyline. If you dig Venom, that book you need to read.
I've always been a big Venom fan.
So, anyway, just the concept is cool. Planet Venom, just say it with me. Planet Venom. Read it. That's all of our comics this week. We've gone on for enough time here. You've seen a couple of commercials, hopefully, in between.
Some cool vintage commercials.
And by the way, we got plenty of deals here at the store. Come check them out right now. Buy two graphic novels, you get one free.
That's the deal. I'm gonna buy some.
You buy the Batman Joker mask and Death in the Family graphic novel set, you get a free Joker action figure.
I think I'm gonna buy some more.
Oh, finally. Yes! You hear that?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm gonna buy Independence. Now that you look it.
Alright, I'm gonna look. This is Daryl, Big Bang.
This is Aaron.
Don't forget,
We got him.
at Big Bang Twist Comes the Games by BigBang.com!